if this story is true and the NCAA goes after Michigan and they can't get into a bowl game next year, then why would he be coaching on the sidelines? He's not doing it for the fun of the game, Cap. He want to go for a championship.
Correct.
And so what I'm telling you is that I think for those that have called in, and especially you leading the charge with this, because of these allegations, I could see Jim Harbaugh leaving Michigan.
If Jim Harbaugh is willing to entertain NFL opportunities, there is no scenario better than coming back to where you were drafted in the first round, where you have said many times, I love the Chicago Bears. That's my franchise.
Sure.
If he truly is ready to leave, Coach Eberflus, good luck to you. Make sure the staff all get their offices cleaned out. Jim, let's go. I don't care what he costs. I do not care how much it costs. He supposedly has an offer from Michigan. They want to keep him. North of Ryan Day, he'd be the highest paid football coach in the history of the Big Ten. Well north of $10 million a year. I don't care what it costs. Your franchise is worth north of $5 billion. You're talking about building a new stadium that will make your franchise worth reportedly $7 to $8 billion. Whatever you need, Jim, let's go.
Yes.
He legitimizes you.
Yes.
He's a proven commodity. He's not flavor of the day offensive defensive coordinator. Oh, that guy's done a nice job with his offense. Maybe that guy's a good coach. Jim Harbaugh, shoot adrenaline through a fan base. Watch people get excited.
I think so. And I just think that anytime that you are presiding over red tape in your college football program, if you can't seem to straighten it out, then it's time to turn the page. You know why Pete Carroll's not coaching college? You know why he's with the Seahawks? Because he doesn't want to deal with that red tape anymore.
He went, I'm done with all this nonsense.
He tried to go around the guardrails at USC, and it did not work.
Correct.
Same thing here at Michigan. Jim Harbaugh, I know that ultimately he just wants to coach football, but he's trying to be able to circumvent, trying to get around the NCAA by doing things that are allegedly illegal or unsavory in the eyes of the NCAA. And because of that, if you go to the NFL, you don't have to worry about those things. So what I'm saying is, I know that that's his dream job. Could you imagine the quarterback of Michigan and he becomes a national champion as the head coach of Michigan? But it looks like that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for a number of reasons. One, you're not in the SEC. And two, Michigan is good enough, but not good enough to get to that level to win the national championship. And because of that, I think the perfect opportunity for Jim is to be able to go to the NFL, and preferably the Chicago Bears, because he understands offense. Because look at what he's been able to do. I'll never forget, I know you'll never forget this either, with him being the coach of the 49ers, where we first heard the initials RPO. What's that, Cap? What's RPO? You know what RPO was? Is when the 49ers beat the Bears' ass with Colin Kaepernick.
Correct.
Where the defense was going left and Kaepernick was going right, and the Bears were on roller skates. They didn't know where the offense was going.
Correct.
It was embarrassing.
Correct.
And a treasure trove of embarrassing losses on a national stage, we've never seen anything that bad. We've seen a lot, but you remember that game.
I remember where I watched it, at Mama's Fish House in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's ridiculous.
Look how good that offense was, and that was Jim Harbaugh.
Correct.
Being able to
And
implement
he
the
benched
RPO.
Alex Smith, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And look at how Kaepernick was able, just a maestro. Our defense was going, whoa, wait, the place over here, running like downhill, trying to get the offense of the 49ers. They couldn't do it. And that was Jim Harbaugh. I'm not saying that he's the end-all, be-all. What I'm saying is that he can fix the issues that you have in your room, especially offensively.
I'm telling you, he's the right guy at the right time. Can you imagine a press conference? And we'd like to introduce our new head football coach. He's back. He's a Bear. He's Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Sure, absolutely.
Sign me up.
We talk about stability all the time in the organization, and you have it in the president. You have that in the GM at this point in time. So why not have a coach with experience, college and pro, that's seen the young talent and the veteran talent and put him in a position to win?
Correct. And he's got some personality about it. Yes.
And get out of his way, by the way.
Get out of his way.
That's the other thing.
That's it.
And I feel like in this iteration of the Bears, it is not the red tape of the finance guy being in the way or some other guy or some other woman. Nope. This is Jim Harbaugh's show. I'm not saying this is Ditka walking through the door, Cap. But what I'm saying is that here's someone that can be able to, as you mentioned, legitimize your operation as a head coach. You have to worry about the NCAA and the NFL. You have to worry about trying to be the best you can be to try to get this offense where it needs to be.